Hey everyone, my name is Giselle Torres. I'm here to talk to you about classtools.net. Basically, in this website, you can create free games, quizzes, activities, and diagrams, just as the picture mentions. There's no signups, no passwords, or charge. I was interested in this particular website because it was listed number 12 in the 101 hottest edtech tools blog post from June 2020. And with e-learning, honestly, I've been branching out and looking at other resources and other tools that can be implemented in our classroom as a preschool teacher or just overall. I like learning and seeing what other tools and resources other people are using too. So this one stood out to me a little bit. The website itself was created by Russell Tarr, who is a teacher in France. He has a background in programming, so he decided to implement these skills and create this website for that same purpose, to be able to teach and students be able to learn any subject and any material through different means. So whether that be diagrams or games. So he created this to help us out there. So this is kind of a general look of what the page itself looks like when you first click on it. You see a lot of different games and different things that you can click on, pretty easy to navigate. It does seem a little outdated. That's the first thing I noticed, but it seems like it has a lot of the basics, a lot of the things that we're looking for, something like an arcade game, things that don't go out of style, like Pac-Man. Um, so that was pretty cool. Uh, and then it's pretty interactive for students, so providing different opportunities for teachers to make those learning opportunities for them, or even students create themselves. As I mentioned, this can be pretty all in one as a website. So it has different things like creating your own games. I really liked other tools like it has a timer, it has Venn diagrams, it also has an opportunity for you to make QR codes and things of that nature too. And then to the right, we see a picture of what it looks like to create an arcade game maker. It's pretty easy to follow. I tried it myself, and we'll see that shortly too. What I really liked towards the end too was just how many opportunities it has to share across many different spaces and different different resources itself too. So you can share within social media, or you can share the link of whatever game you've created using a QR code, and you implement a lot of the different resources that we've actually been talking about in class as well. So I found that pretty interesting as well. I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit more about it. So here is the actual website. When you first click on it, this is exactly what you'll see. So as you can see, you'll have a QR generator. You have an opportunity to create something like a fake book maker, an arcade game generator. This one was pretty cool. I'll show you about that in a second. This is a countdown timer, and then games like Pac-Man, car games. You have sound effects on here. Like I said, to me it seemed a little outdated, but it works. I actually tried it out myself, so this was something I looked up. I looked up a preschool game, and this was pretty cool as a teacher, a preschool motor milestone game. So it was pretty fun, not gonna lie, just to go over some of those milestones and see where some students should be at based on their age. So I tried it out myself. And then I also went ahead and created a game, and it's basically just matching lowercase and uppercase letters. I thought of how I would use this in elementary games. It would be nice to have something like a read aloud so I can read those questions for them. However, I do think it's still applicable to students, maybe first grade and so on. What I liked about this is that I created this game in particular. It's just a matching game. However, you can choose how you would like to play it. So, for example, they have these options of Pac-Man, Snake, flashcards. So you can go ahead and choose that yourself. I'm going to go ahead and click on Pac-Man just so we can see that a little bit. And then the first thing it says, before you actually begin the game, you'll have to answer a question correctly. So here I'm matching capital F with lowercase f here. My mistake, I clicked on the wrong thing. And I'll go ahead and click on Pac-Man again. That was an accident. Matching letter U with lowercase u. And you can go ahead and play the game. So that's pretty cool. And then it continues on in that same format. So in order to continue playing, after you lose, you have to answer some questions correctly. So it is pretty incentivizing and a motivator to keep you playing. And then if we go ahead and take a look at the sharing option, so usually it'll pop up either on the right side, right here. You can actually upload it to Google Classrooms or other streams. So if I click on more, you have the QR codes, which we've talked about in class. I really like Bitly as well because it can generate a smaller link for you, which you can also change the name of. This is something I've been implementing in the classroom, and I really like the data points on it to know how many people have clicked on those links. That has been very helpful in my perspective. Things like Blogger, which we're using now. In other resources, I've found Digo, Evernote, and other resources as such too. So that was a little bit on classtools.net.